Hello and welcome back. So this is a continuation of setting up this rotary device for scanning a 3D object, or making a 3D scanned object and put it into a computer. Now the scanner that I purchased is an XYZ printing scanner unit. Now I've done some preliminary experiments with it, and what I have found with it is you have to, let me see, you need to definitely keep your hand very still. And say this was the object that we were scanning. You sort of scan from here up like this, and you've got to keep the angle just about right and be very steady and deliberate with your movements, otherwise it doesn't scan. So I'm putting this together to experiment with different types of lighting, incandescent light and fluorescent light, and I've also purchased an LED type floodlight, and which illuminates quite well, actually. Let's switch it on. There we go. Illuminates quite well, because what I found is different types of light and different intensity affects the scanning a lot. So we're going to find it the best method for scanning an object, in this case Froggy. In the specifications that's required for this system, it states Windows 8.1 above, so anything below that it's not going to work. 32 or 64-bit operating system, that's fine. And a minimum of an i5 processor. Well, I wanted a scanner to be totally portable, so if I wanted to walk around the garden and scan something, I can. At least that was the idea. So with that in mind, with having it totally portable, Maria, my wife, purchased me a brand new state-of-the-art Hewlett & Packard 1 terabyte this is an i7, and it's a solid state, so it's more than capable of doing everything that is demanded of it. And I've done a couple of preliminary scans and it works just fine. However, I will say the program that's provided with this, I couldn't get on with it. I didn't like it at all. So I downloaded another program which is free of charge off the internet, and I'm going to see how I get on with that. And if you know, I will rate it for you, and if you know you fancy getting it yourself, well, I'll put a link down below so you can go and get it yourself. Okay, so let's start scanning something. Incidentally, I wanted to I am eventually going to motorize this, and in preparation I've got a motor with a gearbox, I think I showed you the other day, and I've already put some sort of wheel on it with a rubber drive to be able to drive on the outside of here, and also a variable power supply to drive it. so I can vary the speed, just have it crawling or stopped or started or whatever. So there's a power supply for that. So I've got everything necessary to do it. I just want to be sure before I do any more work that I'm on the right track here, and I'm pretty certain I am. So here, also what I did, I'll take the camera off for this. Also what I did, I just marked out a piece of wood and cut it on the bandsaw to fit this over firm like that, so it holds it nice and firm. And of course I can extend this up to, I think, 250 mil, so I can actually see the top of this particular object. This was provided by my granddaughter, and somewhere around here I've got a pink pig, and that was provided by my grandson. So in actual fact, matte green, this matte green is a perfect color to scan, for the scanner to pick up, but it doesn't particularly like black very much, I've noticed. Just something I'd like to mention before any of you start writing in asking, what has this got to do with CNC routers? Well, I'm trying to save you a bit of money. A lot of you are asking me where and how to get the grayscale pictures. I'm going to show you a way of making your own. So you don't have to purchase from anyone. You have an object that you want to make, and you can make it. This system combined with AMAX, you can make 3D reliefs. It doesn't matter about the back. AMAX will slice this down through the middle, and you can even squash it down a bit if you want to within the program, and manipulate it however way you feel. I'll show you how to do that. So you can make your own 3D reliefs. You can scan them with inexpensive equipment, save them as an STL file, and you can import it straight into AMAX and manipulate it. Right, so we'll get some illumination on Froggy. That should be fine. Right, we'll open up the program. A lot of you will know this program. Very reputable company. You must have the camera actually plugged in before you open this program, otherwise it just won't. It'll say that it doesn't recognize a suitable device. And there's Froggy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align this a little better. Wrong way. There he is, in the middle. You notice on the screen in the background there is a target. Now then, so we're going to start a scan. It automatically picks up the image. So we're going to say an object. It's already. We're going to say start a scan. And it's actually picked up the background. Okay, so that tells me that we need to go in a little closer. So we're going to finish. I'm going to dump that one. Okay, so this Froggy, and we're going to start the scan, and I'll just turn him very slowly. Not really interested in the back of him, but we'll see if it'll do a 360. You see how it's going lighter green? And I have noticed too, with a rounded object like this, it does just leave a patch that doesn't scan very well. Don't know why. That didn't bother us anyway. Okay, so I've done a full 360 there. Now I'm going to raise the camera up and reposition it to get the top of Froggy's head and eyes. In the middle again. And turn Froggy round. Notice the eyes are a bit speckly because of that black, but within this program it will actually fill that in. Oop. So I went a bit too quickly then. Got to allow the program to keep up with the turning of the object. It sort of follows the object. Bear with me a little bit. Let's take it all the way around. Now this program will fill in some of the blank spaces. Okay, so there's a full 3D rendering of Froggy, and we're going to say finish, and it should automatically come up. This is an excellent program, and it is free on the internet. I do suggest anybody downloading this program because it's good. And there's Froggy. And there he is. You'll notice he's this is for 3D printing setup, but we can manipulate this. Now I'll show you what I mean by manipulate. See this holes in the eye area here, and a little bit in the foot there, and of course underneath is hollow. So what we can do with Froggy is use one of these tools and go solidify. In other words, make him solid. Fill in the blank spots. And there it is. It's grey. You'll see it's grey, but colour really doesn't matter. I'll show you, it's just showing a rendering. See, it's filled in the base as well. This is for 3D printing. Now I could save this now as an STL file and put it into Cura, which is a program to slice it for 3D printing. Or I can save this as an STL file and put this directly into ArtCam. But what we can do for ArtCam or Cura is go that. We want it saved that. You'll see a lot of models saved as gold or green or some other colors. This particular program saves it as a blue model, and you'll see it's got a couple of little lumpy areas. but basically the object is there, and we can put that into ArtCam and just clean up these little areas like you have seen me do on I think the previous 4, 5 or 6 videos. There's at least 4 of those videos that show you exactly how to clean these type of reliefs up in ArtCam. And you could either, in ArtCam, you could treat this and cut this as a 4th axis on your CNC machine and have the object there in any particular size that you wanted. Or you can treat this in ArtCam and basically squash it up, lose the back, cut it in half, lose the back, squash it down a little bit if you wanted to, and just have the 3D relief as you normally would. So there's a very quick I suppose demonstration of how to make a 3D relief. Okay, so here's a classic example of what I was trying to explain to you just now about the black color. Basically, that Guinness bottle is more than 50% black, and this is what the camera sees. It doesn't like black at all. So the only thing it's going to scan are really the labels. It won't scan anything else. So if I wanted to scan that particular item, I would probably have to paint it with some watercolor. Well, there you go. You'd lose the label for certain, but you'd have to paint it with a matte type green watercolor, I suppose. I know it picks up pink very well too. I've previously done the pink pig, and it is actually pretty good at doing. I actually did my head just by holding it. Very difficult to do it yourself, I can tell you that. Actually, in fact, I'll fetch it up and show you. Now, this is a very, very quick scan I did of me, actually. Not particularly happy with it. It's very difficult to hold it and scan yourself 360. In fact, I missed a bit there. And you can see, well, there is, I suppose, some resemblance. Not too sure how much it resembles me, but I suppose if I had the camera on a tripod, the 3D scanning camera on a tripod, and I actually stood in front of it and turned myself around, I think it'd probably be a pretty good result. I did do another one which I left as colour, which is a bit eerie actually. And it rendered it into a two-dimensional like photograph. It's a bit eerie. I wasn't quite sure what to make of that. So we've just touched on the subject of 3D scanning and why it's necessary, I suppose. If you really want to provide your own 3D reliefs, if you can't find base material on the internet in the form of grayscales, and I've shown you in previous videos to this how to handle them, well, you can quite cheaply, this I believe is just a little over $200 US. You know, it's really a bargain. Apart from the program that comes with it. I don't like it. I couldn't get it to operate like this program. This program is free off the internet. I'll leave the link down below where you can download it from. It's very good, but this 3D scanner, camera, whatever you want to call it, for the money, I don't think it can be beaten. It's very good. Obviously, you get what you pay for. I don't know what sort of lifespan it's going to have, but certainly it does a half reasonable job that I'm quite happy with, so I can say that for the money I can recommend it. And incidentally, I am not sponsored by either of these companies. What I'm trying to do is provide you with information that might save you a bit of money. So, bye for now.